So a few months ago, I decided to make some changes in my health, knowing that I wanted to try to have another baby, but there were some underlying health issues that I needed to address, one of those being my thyroid. And Chris came with great reviews from some friends that are also being treated by him. Before I started seeing Chris, I had the thyroid where my levels were different at every single lab. They were up, they were down. My medication was always increasing. I was not the patient that ever saw a decrease in the synthetic thyroid hormone. In fact, I was on an additional for T3. After a couple of months of treatments with Chris, I'm off of one of my medications. It's the T3 medication, which is huge because that is making me, the T3 helped me feel good, not have the symptoms that usually come along with having hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's. So being off of that medicine now for almost a full month, I'm noticing my skin's not as dry. I'm starting to lose some weight. My fatigue is not quite as bad, and just overall a general sense of well-being, not the anxiety and brain fog that usually comes with having Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism. I think just sticking with a regimen, even though I just trusted Chris with the treatment plan and not necessarily knowing all the science behind it, just trusting that he was on the same path with me in the journey on making my overall health feeling better, and again trying to accomplish that second pregnancy. We had acupuncture and then some supplements to help support some things that are common with the hypothyroidism, digestive issues, and the fatigue. So just supplements, and there have been some dietary recommendations and changes as well. Well, I noticed a difference in my digestive system in just a couple of treatments. Just a couple of weeks I started feeling amazingly better, a noticeable difference. And then after a couple of months I started noticing that my symptoms for the thyroid were changing, where I started feeling like I might be actually going into hyperthyroid versus hypo. And when I had my lab work done, I wasn't in hyper yet, but my blood work, my hormone levels had adjusted enough that I could come off of those. So really within a couple of weeks, but then ultimately a couple of months, and we're seeing big changes. The encouragement would be just to not give up hope that you're not stuck with having Hashimoto's or hypothyroidism, that you can treat it, and it doesn't have to necessarily always be with just conventional medicine. You know, the fact that I was willing to go out to alternative, resources after really struggling with this for the last 9 years, it means a lot that just in a couple of months there's such a change.